Waking up is hard to do. I found this guy on YouTube one day. I was looking for some entertainment while waiting to load my cement mixer truck at work. His name is Billy, permaculture pimp. What the? What is permaculture? I mean, I know what a pimp is, but is permaculture some sort of sex fetish? I'm down for some weird videos. Forgive me, Billy, but I laughed at myself while writing this. Well, permaculture is the symbiotic relationship between man, beast, and earth, basically. Do yourself a favor and go look up Permapasture Farm on YouTube. Educate yourself. Find out what a real pimp does. I watched video after video of this uncommon farmer farm chickens on a freaking construction site. What the? I watched this guy transform a patch of dried up grass into an operating and producing orchard. Then he started talking about God. Damn, he almost had me on board 100%. But it's not like he's shoving it in my face, like it has happened my whole life with the religious pressure in Utah and my family all being a part of it. It was a grateful bit here and there, a psalm or a personal prayer for someone or for himself. Meh, I suppose it's tolerable. I keep watching. I watch the other channels he suggests that pique my interest for a season. Channels like The Modern Yeoman and Life Done Free, Spags Unfiltered, and so many more I can't remember off the top of my head. I picked up bits and pieces from each channel, and God worked his miracle and put each piece into my life when and where it needed to be. I woke up to the slavery of the beast system and how to truly become a free man and live life free with Tag and B on Life Done Free. I was coached to take it slow and stop biting off more than I could chew by going slowly, slowly, like the modern yeoman speaks about. Spags opened me up to being me. He showed me that I can speak freely and stand up to the tyranny of our government system legally. I look at construction sites different now. I look at society different now. I see all the waste, the spaces used less, not useless. It makes me sick. Now, I was pouring foundations for residential homes, 12 feet from each other. 12 feet. Do you realize that this is only two average grown men standing fingertip to fingertip with their arms outstretched side by side? And the government has you convinced that this is living space? January 7th, I'm leaving. You can be in the truck or not, but I'm leaving Utah, Athena says to me. Where are we going? I asked. I don't care, but away from the city. I want to be in the mountains, away from people, and working from home and being self sufficient, she says. Okay, I've been watching this guy, the permaculture pimp, and I start vomiting everything I've been learning from this random family I found on YouTube. We realized for the first time in our 17-year relationship, we were finally on the same page. We start packing, and I gave my notice at the job I had just been hired at not 4 months prior, trying to get out of a truck. She'd been paying our debt off for a couple of years, and I was slowly learning to manage my money, unbeknownst to each other, really. I worked as much overtime as I could handle with the grueling job of being screamed at all day by customers that know how to do your job but can't. I studied farming, permaculture, and self sustainability day in and day out. We left Utah with zero money and zero debt, zeroed out. That was the plan? Yeah, that was the plan. We told everyone, all our family and friends that we wanted to say our goodbyes to. We apologized for not being able to come see them, and we understood those that couldn't come see us, but everyone understood the hustle and bustle of life, packing and planning a move. Our home was flooded with visitors for weeks while the house was a mess with boxes and piles of boxes. The days before we were about to hit the road, Athena asked if my dad was going to come say his goodbyes. I still don't understand why he didn't. In fact, I recently learned that he didn't even text or call my son to say goodbye when or after we moved. She asked if we were going to stop and say goodbye. A year before, when we started the plan to move and pay off the last of the debt, I offered to fulfill the original agreement Dad and my older sister had when he found out about his heart condition. I told him I wanted to give him the retirement he deserved to have, and that at the same time, I felt all of us kids could use the financial help of him executing part of his, what I thought was, according to what he said, part of his will, and sell his house to split between the kids. I would use my share to purchase more of a property with a second home on it to give him his privacy and allow him to enjoy his last days like he wanted. He told me he stayed, quote, for his friends, end quote. And that's what he claims his God told him to do. Message received, wall secured.